let's close this out and I'll go back to the back end. A couple of other things. Um, you can choose it to publish immediately, or you can choose to publish on a specific date. Um, the other thing is when you click publish, it will publish the article. Let's keep going down on the right hand side. We have these categories, and you can choose which category. Like I said before, featured will show up on the main page. Events will show up in your events blog. And if you just click California Coast blog, that will show up on the normal blog page. You can also add a new category from here, which is really easy. You just click add new category and type in whatever, and then click add category. And you can even choose which parent category. So if you want to show up inside of your blog, just choose California Coast blog and click add category. The next thing down is your tags. Now these are really important because what it does is it helps categorize your blog. And so when people are searching for you on the web, sometimes they'll come across your tags page. And so if you tag different articles with similar tags based on what a user might be looking for, that it's really helpful. It's kind of like keywords, but it's not exactly the same thing. The next thing down is featured image, and I'll show you what this does real quick. Is it will load up a new window which will ask you to find a featured image. I have one on my desktop, so I'm just gonna grab this California Coast Auctions icon and drag it here, and it will crunch the numbers for you. Then you can add a new title, so we'll see CACA Coast logo, and then you can give it the title. Once again, is what shows up if you hover over it, and then the alternate text is for people who are reading with visually impaired software and what Google reads. So you can just say California Coast logo, maybe something a little more descriptive. Caption you don't want to have unless you actually want to have a caption written under something, and description you don't need. And then we can just turn the link to none and click used as featured image. And over on the right hand side you'll see that it just pops in right there, and click save all changes, which will save the title and alternate title tags, and just X out of it. And now you have a featured image. Let me show you what that actually does. If we hit preview, it's going to show up right above your image. So you want to have something, you don't want to have huge images here. You want to have something that's a reasonable size that's going to fit in this area. The other thing it is used for is if you go to the blog page, it will put an icon right here, a little image, and it will push the text over. So that's something to keep in mind. And it will automatically scale it down to a square, so it will crop it. Let's see. The next thing we have on our list after featured images is if you want to actually add an image inside of here. That's easy to do as well. What I can do is say I want it to be to the right of these two words. So I'm just going to click at the very front of these two list items and click Upload Insert. Now we've already uploaded an image before, and so I'm actually just going to go to the gallery since this is what we've already uploaded. And you can also go to the media library to look at images that have been uploaded to other pages, whatnot. But let's just go to the gallery because that's what we've uploaded already for this specific post. And you can see in here, we can choose our alignment. And I said I want it right aligned, and I want there to be, I don't want it quite as big. I want to actually have a medium-sized thumbnail. So I'll just click on medium, and then I'll click insert into post. And as you'll see immediately, it shows up on the right hand side. If we hit preview, it will not only have the featured post, but this is a separate image. It's now to the right of our list, and it's perfectly exactly where I wanted it to be. It doesn't look the prettiest in this example, but it shows you the capabilities of this software. The last thing to keep in mind is there's this WordPress SEO by Yoast. And what it does is it helps you optimize your page for the web. And it lets you type in a focused keyword. And what you really want to do is think of a keyword that's you're really trying to have people find you from. So say you did your post about sitting and having chairs. So you can put like chairs, auction chairs, right? And what it will do is it will use that as a focus keyword, and it will search through all your posts and try to help you find focus keywords. And then try to find that keyword throughout the post and give you some information on how you can best optimize your site for that keyword. The one thing you want to do, next thing you want to do is look at the SEO title. Now, this little snippet preview up here will actually show you what you would look like in Google if they listed you. It will take the SEO title, which right now is sample post hyphen California Coast Auctions, and we'd probably want to change it if we were doing the focus keyword to auction chairs hyphen California Coast Auctions. And maybe you want to make it a little more descriptive since you have 28 characters left that Google will show. And then auction chairs, the do's and don'ts. And then you'll have 8 characters left, which is much better. And it has to be something that's descriptive for the user that would be reading it. And the idea is that you'd see this in Google and somebody would click on it because it actually grabs their attention. And then the other thing is you can actually type in a meta description for the page. So right now you have just the very bit of text that was originally from your post, and we don't really want that. We want something a little more descriptive, like, hey, you can find more information about chairs, and you would fill in that area all the way up to 109 characters. You want to get as close as you possibly can. And what it will do is as soon as you save, hit save draft, is this little thing comes into play. You click SEO check, and it will take you down to the page analysis part of the WordPress SEO. And it will give you all sorts of things that you can do to increase the legibility, the readability, the SEO factor of your website. Things like adding a heading that has your keyword, or showing your keyword doesn't appear in the first paragraph of the copy, so you should add it. So it will give you all sorts of different things, and if you ever had any questions about what it means, you can always email me. And that's pretty much it. When you're ready to publish it, you hit publish and it will show up on your blog. So that's all for editing a post, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial video.